Stop. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to Make Your Day Richer. I'm so glad you're here. My guest today took a courageous leap from a successful career as a dentist to become a powerful catalyst for personal transformation. Dr. Agi Keramidas is a master's degree holder who now dedicates his life to helping others unlock their potential. As the host of the globally top 1% ranked podcast, Personal Development Mastery, and the author of 88 Actionable Insights for Life, Agi is here to inspire lasting change, showing us how to overcome blockers and fulfill aspirations. Let's start today's show.
Make your day richer than it was before. Got some good times knocking upon your front door.
Good morning, Agi. Thank you so much for being here. Or afternoon, whenever people are watching.
Richard, it is my real pleasure to be here. I'm looking forward to the conversation.
It should be fun. The world, I don't know if you believe in all of it. I think the world works in weird, strange ways to keep us moving and keep us, my friend Stacy always says the world only trades up. And I believe that's true. Mm-hmm. And you are here to talk about leaving your job that I'm assuming was probably a dream job after you got burnt out, which you always wanted to do, on the anniversary of me leaving a dream job that I thought I would take to the grave. And we both left because we got burnt out. Did you, when you were a kid, did you always want to be a dentist or not?
No, actually, I never wanted to be a dentist as a kid, but it was a strong influence from my mother who was a dentist. So that was really the only reason I went to university and studied dentistry. It was not a deep-in desire that I had as a teenager, no.
And how long were you a dentist?
Look, I worked for over 20 years. Wow. There was no burnout as such, so it was a gradual transitioning, shall we say, rather than a sudden stop. But it's interesting always when you steer direction in your life one way or another.
Yeah.
Especially, yeah.
And where when you were getting ready to leave, what direction did you want to take your life?
A good question, and I was asking myself also that because I was not very clear. That's the thing, that the most part of me that was certain was that I had worked dentistry for 20 years, and I was thinking I really don't want to work another 20 years or until my retirement age, shall we say. As for the direction that I wanted to take, it was not clear. What I had found, or I started to realize back it was back in 2017 when this journey started, what I started to realize was that I was very passionate about personal development. One thing led to the other, and then I launched a podcast. So if you had asked me, at that time, is this a clear path that you are walking on, I would have said no. I was following and still am, to be honest. It's not like my path now is crystal clear, and I will share that with honesty and vulnerability, that I am still creating my path as I go along based on my, let's say, my heart's calling or my intuition guiding me towards somewhere. So I'm not sure if that answers your question or if I said, yeah.
No, I love that you're still figuring it out, right? And that's the fun part. I think when we become adults, we turn 18, everyone expects you to know what you want to do for the rest of your life. And I think that's insanity. And how are you supposed to know when half the people don't even know how to do their own laundry? That seems crazy.
It puts so much pressure on you, expecting that you are expected to know things. Even when you're 40, it still puts even more pressure at that time, the older you get, I think. But I liked how you said it, that it is the fun part of it. In a way, yes, it is joyous exploration of
Yes.
life, if you want to call it that.
Yeah. Now, how long has it been since you left your job?
Uh,
That's good that you don't even
right,
remember.
yes, no, it's not that I don't remember. I just want to adjust that factually, that I am not completely off dentistry yet.
Okay.
I am working
Okay.
very, very part time, but I have not cut off. So I'm saying
Okay.
that as a fact. They're depending, of course, on when this one listens to it. So it has been a journey of transitioning.
Okay. Do you remember that? Okay, so you're there, and I have friends who are dentists, and it's a ton of work, and you are in the office a lot. Do you remember that first day that you were not in the office and how you felt?
There is an element of regaining back your time, your day.
Mm,
When you feel that, what, my day now, it is for me, and I can
yeah.
utilize my working hours anyway to whatever I want to utilize them, rather than what I'm supposed to do or expected to do, or what my I think you understand what I mean. So it was
Yeah.
that kind of feeling.
Yeah. You now have a podcast. You've written a book. Which one do you want to talk about first? Because I think they're both fantastic.
Thank you. The podcast is, the real fruit of passion. With I'm closing to 500 episodes now, so
Wow.
I've been. It's what I really enjoy doing.
And it's called Personal Development Mastery.
Yes.
Tell everybody about the podcast and when it comes out.
We have 2 episodes every week, Monday and Thursday. I have realized that personal development is a journey. So there is no, as far as I know anyway, no shortcut. And there are things that one needs to take action on and keep on taking action on in order to grow as a person. And the self-mastery, personal development mastery, is a goal, it is a destination. And in my podcast, I offer my listeners much more than, certainly it's not about knowledge or information, because we are drowning in knowledge. We live in the information age. There is no shortage of that. What I aim to do with my podcast is to distill that knowledge into wisdom. So, in order to change, to create, to change our life, to improve our life, we need to take some kind of action. It doesn't matter how many podcasts you listen to or how many books you read, unless you actually implement, nothing will change. So that's what I always aim to do with my podcast, is to offer to my listener something practical, actionable, something that they can implement on the same day or the next day, and that thing can really change the trajectory of one's life. It might be to a small degree, but once, even if you take 1 degree turn, in the short run, it might not feel like you're doing much of a difference in your path. But over time, that 1 degree will diverge quite a lot, and you will be in a different place. So imagine putting quite a few of these little actions together, how much progress you can have as a person on your journey of life and development, personal development.
I love that because I think sometimes it gets very scary to change your life, right? And people get used to it, and people get, even if they're not necessarily happy in it, it's a comfort level. It's, well, this is just what I do every day.
Mm-hmm.
And so to give them little things every day, it's like what I do on this show, just one person that could change your life. I think it's so smart because it gives people something that they can turn that once the episode is off, go and do it, and make their lives better.
Definitely, and that's the only way we can change, by doing something with. Otherwise, the knowledge is useless if we don't do anything with it.
Yeah. Yeah. How has your life changed over those last, what'd you say, 400 episodes, 500 episodes?
460 something now. Yes,
Yeah.
closing to 500. This is it's a great question, and I know we don't have enough time for me to go through to how my life has changed. But I will tell you a couple of highlights. The first is, and I'm sure you also can appreciate that as a podcast host yourself, is the exposure I had to the knowledge, to the mindsets of fascinating people, of people who I had things to learn from, I got inspired by. So having that, times 400 or whatever, even if it is very empowering. There is a lot of knowledge, there is a lot of, getting inspiration and more. I mean, I've made friends from the podcast that came as a guest, and we became friends or started a project together. It is in terms of networking, in terms of confidence, of ability to be more confident in my self-expression and say what I want to say without, worrying too much about what would people think about that. These are, just a glimpse of the how my life has changed by over these episodes of the podcast since you ask.
That's probably a large book that someday you could write about that.
A great idea. Thank you. I will keep that in mind.
Yes. I'll write the forward.
Excellent.
Your book, 88 Actionable Insights for Life. A great book. Yes. I love the cover too. Is there a magic number in 88, or where did that come from?
Now that you use the word magic, I will say yes. The short answer, yes. I didn't know when I first picked the number that it would be magic. It just came to me. I was looking to make 100 in the beginning because I thought it's a nice round number. And eventually I couldn't get to 100, and then I thought, okay, I need to a little bit less, and 88 just came to me. And the funny thing is that after I've put it there in the book, the book title, it's appearing to me in many other forms, the number 8 or on its side, which is the infinity symbol. So it is, as you said, magical indeed.
Yeah. Interesting. And same concept as the podcast of little things that will,
as a matter of fact, most of the content in the book was taken and adapted from the podcast. So it was it's a very interesting other presentation of this actionable. That's why I call the book Actionable Insights for Life. It is what you asked me earlier. We were discussing.
Perfect. It's so perfect. What do you love most about your life right now?
Having these kinds of conversations. This is amazing. And, being on a host and having so many guests, I also enjoy very much being a guest and being asked the questions, because there is a very different dynamic, very different energy. And I enjoy both, being on both sides of the microphone. So that's the answer that comes up spontaneously when you asked me.
I love that. What is the best way that people can connect with you and follow you?
I would invite them to check out the podcast, Personal Development Mastery, which you can find everywhere you listen to your podcast. I also have the website, agikeramidas.com, my name, .com. So you can also connect with me via there. There are links to everything. Perfect.
Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it.
It was a real pleasure. Thank you very much.
Yeah, come back anytime. When you figure out the other, 22 to get to 100, when you release your second book, come back and chat about it.
I was actually thinking of naming it Another 88 Insights.
Yeah. So. Smart. Good. I'm excited. I love it. Thank you for everything you're doing.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, I appreciate it. We'll be right back after this. Don't go away. Life is difficult. Are you feeling overwhelmed or like you could use a little support for your mental well being? Visit the Help Hub. It's the most comprehensive and inclusive free online destination for mental health resources, helpful tools, crisis hotlines, and supportive content. Just go to thehelphub.co to find the resources you need when you need them most. Unlike other resource pages, the Help Hub is divided into 16 different categories, ensuring that everyone in every community has access to the resources and support that matches their unique needs. Find the help you're looking for at thehelphub.co. That's our show, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. Now is a great time to just share the show. Wherever you're watching, wherever you're listening, I appreciate it. So other people can also experience today's show. We'll be back tomorrow with an all new episode. Go make your day richer. Go make somebody else's day richer. You've made mine by watching this show, and I love you for it. Have a wonderful day, everyone. I love you, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye.